Well, as investors are trying to navigate the trade tariff uncertainty right now, there's been a lot of talk about in Canada buying Canadian. We've got a buy Canadian theme with our investment ideas today from Laura Lau, Chief Investment Officer at Brompton Group. Laura, let's start with the big Canadian opportunity to buy gold. Broadly speaking, we've talked about bullion being at a record. We've got a lot of homegrown champions in the gold sector, and that has really fed into your investment thesis recently. Can you talk us through that a little bit?
So as Canadians, we're actually very lucky. We have the best gold companies in the world here. And I consider the best of the best Agnico mines. So especially in this geopolitical environment where it's becoming less and less safe. I think gold is a good place, a good store of value, and also Agnico tends to operate in more mining-friendly jurisdictions with less geopolitical risk. Canada, Mexico, Finland, and Australia. And from an operations point of view, they've always been a very good operator, low costs. You don't have to wake up one day and something bad happens to the mine, either it gets expropriated or, or the mine doesn't work. There's a fatality. So that's one good thing. And from a capital allocation point of view, they've always been good at trying to increase shareholder value per share.
And this is a very well-liked stock on Bay Street, according to Bloomberg. 94% of the analysts recommend it. And if gold continues this run, to your point, maybe it'll be interesting to see whether investors scrutinize where the gold actually is being mined by the miners. Okay, staying with Canadian names, obviously we're seeing some uncertainty for consumers right now, but Dollarama is a company that typically would embrace that uncertainty to be an inviting place for their shoppers. Dollarama is a stock that generally you're constructive on, yes?
Yes, so basically, Canadians love to shop at Dollarama. And when, things are tight, they want to concentrate more on necessities, there's more people that go to Dollarama. And in terms of sourcing, they do a very good job of sourcing. And even with tariffs, we think they're going to either be able to pass those costs on to consumers, or they'll be able to, change the way that products develop to bring costs down. So we do think that this is, just a good long-term hold in your portfolio. Okay,
and then another retailer that you highlighted today is more of a grocer, but a grocer and a pharmacy play in a lot of ways, Loblaw. By comparison, as an investor, what's the makeup of that business? What are you looking for as an investor if you're buying into a grocery operator?
So grocery operator, they have scale. And what we have also seen with Loblaws is that, when times are tough, they eat more at home. So they tend to go to the grocery store. And they're also able to pass a lot of those costs on very quickly, especially things like produce. So that's why we think that Loblaws is also a very good defensive play.
And if things get, we had that inflation story today, if Loblaw has to navigate that, on the PR side, we're taking a look at the stock. It's been a great winner over the last 5 years. Will it fall on them to have to navigate that? Or at the end of the day, what matters is their ability to financially perform as opposed to, dealing with frustrated shoppers, et cetera?
Certainly, with higher inflation, shoppers get frustrated. But if everybody's raising prices, which it seems that's what's going to happen with, this inflation round, then how much investigations can there be when everybody's doing the same thing?
And finally, I wanted to talk about in the pipeline sector. TRP is another name you're watching right now. How come?
So first of all, what we've seen is interest rates have been coming down. And with that, usually pipelines, defensive stocks start doing well, and TransCanada is a big transporter of natural gas. And we've seen with natural gas, there's been more and more demand for electricity from Canada and the US, whether it be for electric cars, whether it be for data centers. And they have most of their volumes contracted long term. So it's a nice, safe play.
All right. And do you think there is an opportunity for Canada? You talked about let's embrace the moment and let's talk a little bit more about getting to work at home. Do you think a TC Energy could benefit from that trend as well?
I do think so. That so TC Energy did build the LNG Canada pipeline to the West Coast, and I do think that LNG Canada, they are this summer they will be exporting gas, and I do think that they're going to have phase 2 coming through, and with phase 2, that will also help TC Pipelines.
Laura, thanks very much. Great to get your perspective as always. That's Laura Lau with her thoughts on Agnico.